Now we're going to use another piece of the leg cut. Like before, these are the pieces we used cut out of the spierstuk, and we cut them into the fillets. And then I've made Japan's most popular school lunch dish. So in Japan, every day the kids get lunch at school, and the #1 favorite dish for all children in Japan is golden curry. It's just the perfect curry mix. It's not too hot, not too spicy, not too much flavor for kids. It's just fantastic. Kids love it. You just sear off your venison and then cook it, reduce it down in a bit of stock, make sure it gets nice and soft, and then add a cube of the golden curry, which has a natural roux inside. It's mixed with a bit of roux, so it'll thicken your sauce, and then you have this sort of thick, pasty Japanese curry flavor. So not a lot of people know that Japanese culture has its own curry mixes, but they do, and they're really, really flavorful. Now we've got a donut pastry that we made earlier. I made it yesterday, left it in the fridge just to prove overnight, and then today it's just been sitting in the corner rising. And we take a small disc of our donut mix, and we just flatten it out, make a little hole there in the middle, spoon in some of the curry mix into the center, and then fold that all together so that the mix is inside the donut. Got a little packet, give it a little twist and set it up. And we'll just set those aside for half an hour or so and just let them rise a wee bit again, and then we'll chuck them in the deep fryer and serve that with a lovely sauce and a bit of herbs. And it's just a surprising little, great little starter, or just a funny main, or if you're doing some kind of flying food catering, then you can make these mini donuts and serve them. People love them, they go really crazy for them. And then with this wonderful New Zealand venison, it's a bit of a surprising twist on the whole thing with the Japanese curry that works really well. And of course, that lovely clean flavor profile of New Zealand venison matches up to most other flavors, so we can do what we want. And once again, here we are having some fun with venison, trying something new, doing something a bit different. So I'll put those to one side, let them rise for a while, and then we'll put them in the deep fryer and let them come up, and then we'll serve those. So here we have the donut. I just love the shape of them, fantastic. It's just such a pleasing form. I've made a chutney with blueberries and pears, and just quick chutney, a bit of sugar, a bit of vinegar, the blueberries, pears, just cook them in there, reduce them a wee bit together, and then just add a little bit of spring onion and so on. So that's just inside there in the ring. We'll just take that off carefully. And then we have here our donut. We're just going to brush it with a little bit of maple syrup, just so everything sticks nicely to it. We've got a bit of the Japanese pepper mix. I'm a big fan. Pop that on top. These are fantastic. You can prepare them well in advance, pop them in the freezer, and they're ready to go. We'll just sit it on top of our chutney. And then a little bit of red onion on there. Spring onions. And there you have it. So, Japanese donut with the Japanese curry filling. There's a blueberry and pear chutney under there, and the spring onion, maple syrup, and so on. Lovely dish, really quick to serve. And if you prepare them well in advance, you just take them out, pop them in the deep fryer, and it's a really surprising flavor and not something that people would normally make with venison at all. Once again, I cannot say it often enough, you don't have to use beetroot, you don't have to use mushrooms, you don't have to use red wine sauce. You can do whatever you want, because I am, so why can't you? Have some fun with it, enjoy.